G'day and welcome back to RC Model Reviews. A lot of stuff has dropped in the last few days. I've got a lot of new stuff has arrived. Runcam have sent me this. This is a dual charger for the batteries that they're increasingly using in their cameras. So if you've got one of the Runcam cameras with a removable battery, you no longer have to mess around charging the battery in the camera. You can actually get some spare batteries and charge them separately. That's a brilliant idea because I get really annoyed when I go out and I've got a camera and the battery goes flat, and then the camera's out of action while I'm recharging the battery, or I've got to swap batteries in and out of the camera just to charge them. This is quite a good idea. I don't know what it's worth. Go and have a look on the Runcam website. You'll find out. I will be reviewing it. It runs from USB. It has USB-C and micro USB input, but the cable is USB micro. They don't give you the USB-C cable. Yeah, I'll be looking at that review coming up. Now, also more interesting perhaps for most is this. SharkByte. Yes, I know I've got SharkByte. I've got the SharkByte. I've got two SharkBytes now. There's a difference. This is the single board SharkByte video transmitter, the smaller one, which a lot of people are putting on craft as small as 85 mils, little tiny whoops and things, and I can't get it out of the box, so it'll never get reviewed now. Never mind. But I'm very keen to have a look at this. Now, Nick Burns has looked at this. A few other people have looked at this. I think this is going to be one of the strengths of the SharkByte system. The fact that you can put it on tiny, tiny little craft where even the the CADX Vista will end up being too heavy. So we'll look at that. I just got to find an antenna with a UFL connector because I'm going to have to pull one off one of my CADXs. I don't have those lying around. So that's great. That's coming up. You'll be seeing that pretty shortly. And then another thing that happened. Now you remember that Jumper made the little Jumper T8 and T12s or something? Well, look. It looks like anything Jumper can do, Radiomaster think they can do better. And so far, well, they've been pretty good at that. So this is the Radiomaster T12X. And the specs, this is HT, hopefully you can read that. If you want to pause and read all the specs, they're there. It's not surprising. And I was thinking, what else can we, transmitters, we've got so many of them now. We've got Jumper and we've got Radiomaster, we've got Radio King, and they're all so much the same. And when I got this and I opened it up and I had a look inside, I was, got to say, I finally thought, hey, this is something that I can use, something that may be useful to me. Now, I'm going to do the full review on this very shortly. Stay tuned for that. And I'll tell you why I think this is quite a really good product. And it has actually, this may become another one of my most used products. If it works as advertised, I'll tell you why. But recently in a video stream, I got asked a question. It was a really good question. Someone who's bought a Jumper says, or a Radiomaster, bought one of these OpenTX multi-protocol things and said, what's the best receiver to use? What should I be buying for a receiver? And I had to stop and think for a while. Now, you can buy FrSky, of course, but you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, is it ACC-ST, ACC-ST2? Is it X? Is it what? Is it D16? Is it D8? FrSky seem to be changing protocols and things. There's no guarantees that this FrSky product is going to work with that FrSky product anymore. And FrSky with the new access system don't care what they say, but they did try and lock other vendors out of compatibility with their transmitters until the market screamed loudly at them. But I know that Jumper have made some receivers. I'm going to be reviewing those shortly. They seem to be pretty damn good. I've had no problems with them whatsoever. But as I said, anything Jumper can do, Radiomaster does better, they reckon. And so Radiomaster have dropped this bag of receivers on me. And there's a whole different raft of receivers here, all using the FrSky D8 or D16 protocol, which is good because these will work with my old radios and they'll work with my new Jumper or my new Radiomaster transmitter. So I'm picking these are going to be very, very popular because these are I was looking at buying some new receivers. These are exactly what I want. I would not buy a new FrSky receiver. They've burnt their bridge in my book. No, I mean, it was a great product when it came in, but they're not focused on the hobby. They're focused on their profits. This is great. I mean, there's everything you could want here. We've got a little, it's a 6-channel PWM receiver, and I think it's also got S-Bus out. It's a full-size 8-channel receiver with S-Bus out as well as the different channels. We've got, what have we got here? This is another 6-channel receiver with S-Bus, RSSI, and a whole lot of other stuff. We've got a 4-channel basic PWM receiver with long antennas, which should be quite good. Should be a full range receiver, I would think. We've got a 6i, which is an S-Bus receiver with smart port, very small, very light. We've got an R8C6. I don't know what this is like. Yeah, that's a smaller version of that other one, is it? I haven't looked here. This is the 8.8, and this is the R6C. Oh, this is a 6 channel, and this is an 8 channel. So yeah, but you sport for choice. What have we got here? Here's a micro receiver. This, I don't know what they're calling that one, but it's tiny, and they're all full range receivers. So there's finally, we do have choice, because you know these things, well, a pending review, you know these things are likely to work with any existing old FrSky radio or any of the new multi-protocol radios. So this is great. This is fantastic. This is what has been missing, is this choice of really good optional receivers from not from FrSky, but using the D8 and the D16 protocols, which I really like. I mean, they seem to work. Those protocols work just fine now. FrSky said there was a bug. There was a bug which could cause crashing, but in my entire use of the FrSky system, I have only one crash that I couldn't attribute to a known cause. And I don't know what that was, but it may have been that bug, but one in, what, 10 years? I don't think it's a big ask. And these are just great, fantastic. Such a variety, such a wide range. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I'll be reviewing these with a priority, because I know a lot of people are going to be interested. Now, they are pre-production samples, so there may be a few bugs, in which case I will report them back to RadioMaster, and I'm sure they will fix them, sort them out. But so far, RadioMaster seems to be doing a damn good job. They are in my book, they're the new FrSky. They are the company that is listening to customers and delivering what customers want. And that's how you win the hearts of the customers. And that's how you stay in business for the long term. So excellent. Thank you, RadioMaster. So look, my plate is full. We've had really bad weather here recently. The only reason I know that today is the first day of summer is because the rain and the wind is warmer. But it's still windy, and it's still been raining, so tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit of a break in the weather. I may get an opportunity to get out there and get some of the stuff in the air, which is really important. And if you're interested in SharkBite, of course, which most people are, stay tuned, because I ran a poll on my XJet channel, and I asked people if they wanted me to look into the technical differences between SharkBite and DJI. And there are some very interesting technical differences. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to make digital FPV. And DJI has taken one route, Fatshark has taken another route. Each of those systems has its pros and cons, which most people know about by now. But I want to explain why, for example, Fatshark has lower latency, and why DJI has undoubtedly a better quality image. And so when you understand that, it'll help you make that purchasing decision, I hope. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will now clear the bench, get on with the detailed reviews of these products. If you've got questions, anything you want to know about any of the products that I've shown you here today, then please ask, and I will do my best. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one other product that I will be reviewing too, and that is the SkyStars. Basically, it's a stack. It's a 4-in-1 ESC and flight controller. The ESC is rated to, let me just read this, peak current 80 amps, 60 amps continuous. So that's a pretty robust bit of a 4-in-1 ESC. We'll see how that goes. The flight controller also looks very well spec'd, so this will be a very interesting product to review. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll spot you later.